Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. My name is Toastmaster Fatma Safa, and I'll be the surgeon at arms for today's meeting. Welcome to the very special meeting/workshop conducted by the Division I District 20 Toastmasters. Division I consists of 4 areas, 15 beautiful clubs, and crossing more than 250 members in Bahrain. Before starting the meeting, I would like to mention 3 ground rules which we follow in our Toastmasters meetings. As Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics. So please refrain from discussing these topics. Please put yourself on mute if you're not speaking. Please turn off your video if you're stepping out of the meeting. As everyone in their life has a mission to achieve their goals, likewise, our Toastmasters clubs also have a mission. The mission of our clubs is we provide a supportive and a positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this, let me announce the meeting as open. And before we move on, let me call upon a person. She lives by the motto, love yourself, an accountant by profession, mother of 2 princesses, VP Education of the Voice of Innovators Club in Division I Program Quality Director and the event chair for today's very special workshop. Toastmaster Kavita, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Surgeon and Terms. She's our Area 33 Director, Toastmaster Fatima Safa, for the wonderful opening. If you don't build your dreams, someone else will hire you to help them to build theirs. It was a quote said by Dhirubhai Ambani. Good evening, District 20 Program Quality Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Yasha Al-Kasha, District 20 Admin Manager, Toastmaster Sarah Ibrahim, and my dear Division I Director, Toastmaster Faridabai Tansir, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and my dear friends. I welcome you all to this workshop conducted by Division I, and I declare this workshop as open. To introduce the Master of Ceremony, she is a beautiful friend of mine. She is a passionate software developer, machine learning, and cybersecurity enthusiastic. She is a debater and quizzer. Having brought up in various cities of India and Bahrain, she represents a melting pot of culture. Electronics and communication engineer from an Indian esteemed NIT, Calicut. She is currently a IT project manager in financial services domain. Let her give her all virtual applause to our Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Ritu Roy. Virtual stage is yours. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Event Chair, for that warm introduction. Greetings to the Program Quality Director, the District Admin Manager, the Division I Director, Area Directors, distinguished Toastmasters, guests, and anyone else who has jumped into this call, welcome. Does your club struggle with acquiring new members and getting current members to attend meetings? Do the same people fill the officer roles each year? Even if you host open houses, speechcraft programs, and other events to attract new members, do you continue to struggle with low attendance? If you do, you are not alone. In 1924, Dr. Ralph C. Smedley began his mission of helping others become more effective communicators and leaders. And that mission remains alive even today as members continue to benefit from the Toastmasters program in friendly and supportive clubs throughout the world. To offset the membership attrition, each club needs a constant influx of new members and to regularly devote time and effort towards promoting membership growth. In turn, members will benefit from a stronger communication and leadership development program that's better suited to furthering professional and personal goals, as well as improving local communities and organizations. The need for better communication and leadership is everywhere, and Toastmasters Club must be ready to meet that need. This tells us how crucial it is to understand the growth plans and strategies for membership and club. With this, I would like to invite our event chair address, Toastmaster Kavita Rajamanikam, who was beautifully already introduced by our Sergeant at Arms. Ma'am, please, and address our audience.
Once again, thank you. And once again, very good evening to all. I'm delighted to welcome each and every one of you to the workshop on club growth and membership growth. As a chairperson of this esteemed event, it's my honor to have you all here today. This workshop is designed to inspire and empower all of you with the knowledge, skill, and strategies needed to foster club growth and enhance membership. We believe that a strong and thriving club is the heart of any organization, and is our mission to equip with the tools necessary to achieve just that. Throughout this workshop, we have an incredible lineup of speakers who are experts in their respective fields. They will share their insight, experiences, and best practices to help you overcome challenges and reach new heights in club growth and membership expansion. But this workshop is not only about learning, it is also about networking and fostering connection with the like-minded individuals who are passionate about the growth and success of their clubs. Take this opportunity to engage with fellow participants, exchange ideas, and establish valuable connections that will support you in your club growth journey. I encourage you to actively participate in the session, ask questions, and take notes. The knowledge and inspiration you gain from this workshop will serve as a catalyst for positive change in your clubs. Remember, it is through collective efforts and collaboration that we can achieve remarkable results. Once again, I extend my warmest welcome to all of you. Thank you for being a part of the transformation event. Let's embrace and learning opportunity ahead and work together to propel our clubs and new horizons. Wishing you an enriching and inspiring workshop experience. Back to you, Master of Ceremonies. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kavi. Before we proceed, I would also like to acknowledge the presence of the immediate past District Director, DTM Khalid Abdullah. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you stay tuned for our session today. Coming back to our program. Next, I'd like to introduce someone who joined Toastmasters in 2015 with a passion to speak. After taking roles in and out of club for different events, she realized that she is more interested in being a leader rather than just being a speaker. She has served in various leadership roles in club, area, division, district, and also outside District 20 in the last 8 years. The past Area Authority Director and the current Division I Director. The backbone for today's session. TM Farida Bai Tanzir, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Ritu Roy. Let me just acknowledge the presence of our immediate past District Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Khalid Abdullah, our current PQD, Distinguished Toastmaster Yasser Al-Khashar, our DAM, Toastmaster Sarah, our IPDID, Distinguished Toastmaster Roshan Lewis, the presenters, all the other dignitaries, my fellow Toastmasters, Division I members, a very, very, very warm good evening to one and all. Thank you so much for joining this event today and supporting us. Our chairperson have already welcomed each one of you for this wonderful event, which is named as Club Growth and Membership Growth. This was a very unique idea which came into our minds when we started encouraging people for the early renewals. I still remember before COVID, when we used to have a lot of physical trainings and workshops. This was one of the events which I had participated once long back, I guess in 2017 or 2018. And it had made a huge impact in all the clubs and even in members to say, they understood what are the things which we can do to attract members to our club. And that's the result of that workshop was amazing. We had received so many members, new members to many clubs. So we decided, why not? Why not? We bring it to Division I and we conduct a workshop named as Club Growth and Membership Growth, wherein the members can understand the different ways of getting the members to their club, because that is one crucial thing which all the clubs and even the members are struggling. We are here to help the members, the club ExComs, the area directors to understand different ways of retaining the clubs and also the club members. I would like to take this opportunity very proudly to just introduce Division I, as this is the first event which Division I is conducting for this term. Division I's vision is to empower each and every member of the district division as well, by the mission of organizing the workshops and also seminars, wherein by we develop champions and capable leaders in the district. So, with this club growth and membership growth workshop, we have started the workshop and seminar programs of Division I. This program was actually planned in July, but nevertheless, even if it is late, we have started it. So this is the first program. Then we have planned for a speakers bureau in Division I, wherein we will encourage all the members who are interested in speaking inside Toastmasters and also outside Toastmasters. We will groom each and every speakers in the division. And if any other members are interested to join us, they are all welcome from the district. In September, we have planned for a speaker to trainer physical program. Right now, the date which we have decided, we as in Division I and Division B together, the date which we have decided is September 29th, and we will be sending out more details about that program very soon. There will be also an educational program which will be conducted by the area directors of Division I. In October, the plan is to organize an event, mentor to mentee program. There will be again an area director education session as well. In November, Division I will be conducting an event called as Contest Academy, which will be a part 2 event, which will be conducted for the district on the November 3rd, the English part, and November 11th, the Arabic session. And again, we will also have an education session on that month. After November, it will be contest. So we'll be supporting all the contestants and grooming the contestants if anyone needs that. So this is what we have planned for the next 6 months in Division I. I call each one of you to support Division I in all the workshops. And thank you very much for attending. I wish all the very best to everybody, and let's enjoy this wonderful workshop. Thank you very much, and over to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you so much, Division I Director. Before we move on to the workshops, let me remind you that even though we love to hear, we love to speak, one thing that binds us all in times of good and in times of bad is time. So to remind us on this aspect, let me invite DTM Rajamanikam. He is a coaching, purpose-driven leader, innovating on a global scale to support learners and educators. He's an instrumentation engineer by profession, web developer by passion. I'm sure you all know that he is our own district webmaster. The father of two princesses, DTM Rajamanikam. Welcome to the event.
Thank you, Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Ritu Roy, for the wonderful introductions. Yes, today I'm the timer for your workshop. For today, we have the presenters, two presenters, and question and answer with moderators. For the presenter, at the 10 minutes, I will show the Zoom background as green. At the 15 minutes, I will show the yellow background as a Zoom background. At the 20th minutes, I will show the red flashcode. At Q&A session with moderator, 10 minutes, I will show the green card. At the 15 minutes, I'll show the yellow card. At the 20 minutes, I'll show the red card. Then back to you, Master of Ceremony.
You all must have understood he's so expert on time. He kept his words short, crisp, and to the point. Let's move on to the actual sessions, the ones that all of you are waiting for. Let me introduce someone who is dashing, energetic, and available anytime to help and guide us. Dear audience, please note that I am not paid to do this, but here we go. She is a quality assurance specialist by profession. She has worked in India, Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Bahrain. She joined Toastmasters in 2014. She's presently also the member of 3 clubs. Winner of Toastmasters of the Year award in 2021 season. She has played different roles at club, area, division, and district level. She is current Area 32 Director. Let me welcome Toastmaster Hemlata Singh, who will be the moderator for the workshop training sessions today.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Ritu Roy, for wonderful words of introduction. Now, once again, I would like to say good evening to all district directors, division directors, area directors, and all club members, fellow Toastmasters, and our distinguished guest. As we know, organizing such meetings is always challenging, requiring systematic coordination, teamwork, and dedication. To present this workshop, we have dynamic personality. When it comes to Toastmasters Club growth in District 20, there is only one name comes to everyone's mind, and that's none other than to DTM Khalid Jalal, current term Area 2 Director and the Club Growth Director for the term 2021-2022. When we all had witnessed his efforts of reviving 5 clubs and contributing 12 new clubs to District 20, which practically makes his contribution to 17 clubs. An inspiring Toastmaster leader whose efforts inspired more than 300 individuals to embrace Toastmasters. Our presenter, DTM Khalid Jalal, will inspire and motivate us with his practical experience and strategies for club growth. So please, without delay, let's join hands together to welcome our DTM Khalid Jalal to share his experience and knowledge with us. Please, all of you, welcome.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Hemlata ji. I welcome everyone in this meeting. With the permission from our head of IT, can I share my screen? Yes. Do you all see the screen? And let me pin the timer so that we don't cross the time. Okay, we're talking today about the club growth. Now, before I talk about the club growth and go in detail, why we need to grow clubs? What is the reason of growing the clubs? Please feel free in the chat if you want to respond anytime. I'm not getting any answers, so why do we need to grow clubs?
District mission.
District mission and is it only district mission? To ensure Toastmasters legacy continues. Thank you,
Yeah, that
Toastmasters.
is the tagline of the Toastmasters, no? Toastmasters is we build clubs.
Okay. Let me close the chat. Okay. Now, this is a district mission. We build new clubs and support all clubs in achieving excellence. And we hear this in every district meeting. Every district meeting, the PQD has to read this statement and we have to memorize it every time before we enter the meeting. We don't know whether they will ask us this question or not. So there are two things in the growth. Build new clubs. We understand that is build means something new is going to come. And support all the clubs. Why we need to support all the clubs? What is the link between building something new and supporting something? Why we have this mission? Anyone?
To grow members.
To grow. We are talking about the clubs. Membership will come later on.
If clubs are going to grow, definitely members are also going to learn a lot.
Okay. So when we talk about the growth, the definition of growth, according to me, is let's say if you have 100, whatever is it, right? 100 is the number. Let's say 100 clubs. Now, if you add a club, which becomes 101, what if you lose 2 existing clubs? Your growth is negative. And we don't want negative growth, right? At least where we are, we want to be there. Thanks to the Toastmasters International, since last term, they said, if you can continue with your base number of clubs at the district level, you will be recognized as a distinguished district. That's why it's very important that we support the clubs, not to lose the clubs. There was a reason why a club was chartered. A club was not chartered just because we want to charter a club. There always a reason, there is a vision, there's an interest taken by individuals to charter the club. Right? So that's why it's very important to sustain all those clubs. Now we're talking about district. By the way, my focus will be on division and area, but let's start with the district. Who is district? We talk a lot, right? Every time we say we are district 20, who's district? Who is district? Are there chats? Sorry, let me open the chats. No answer for district?
Yeah, district is made up of all Toastmasters, and we
Okay.
are further distributing into division, area, and club level.
Our PQD is in the room, so he will be surprised that no one is answering who's district. Okay, let me ask another question. Then who is the district council?
Few leaders, those are going to manage district.
It's very important that we all know what is district or who is district, who are the district members and who are the district ExCom, or the district ExCom and the district council member, because we being part of the district, we need to know what are we and what are our roles and responsibility being in that district. What are we doing in the district? Okay, then who's responsible for the club growth? We always say club growth director, right? Club growth director, you're responsible for the club growth. But is that the thing? Is that the answer? I'm not hearing any answers.
I can see in chat box, CGD, VPM, every
Every
members,
member.
all individuals.
Now, this is very important. Is every member responsible for club growth?
Yes,
Yes.
of course. Yes.
Yes. And our DID said yes. Toastmasters said yes. Who else? I'm asking this question just to start to bring a thinking process, and we say why it is and who all. Okay, so everyone is responsible. Anyone can charter a club. Anyone can grow a club if they wish to. So there's no rule like that. But who's responsible in the district? Cannot say a member is responsible in the district, right? So when I was asking this question to myself in the past and even now, I went to the Toastmasters website and looked at the district leadership handbook and the governing document. And I recommend everyone to please read these two documents. They're very important. A lot of questions are answered in these two particular documents. We ask so many questions to each other, but we don't know that these questions are available in these two specific documents. What basically talks about the PQD role, CGD role, district director role, area director role, club growth, division director role, and all the other roles which are there in the district. For example, it talks about the PQD. PQD becomes responsible for the member retention. And this is the district level, right? I'm not going to talk in detail about the district. We'll focus on the division and area. And in the district level, club growth is responsible for building the club and the club retention. So this is at the district level. So let's come out of the district. We understand what district level is, and let's come out to the next level. Okay, division and area level. If you look at the division and area, again refer to these two documents, it says the role of the division and role of the area directors. Role of the area director is what? Ensuring the club quality, ensuring promotion of the district events. It doesn't specifically mention growth of clubs. There's a reason why they do not mention over there. Why it mentioned specifically for the club growth director, like that is at the district level. Now, why it is not mentioned over there specifically? Why that line is not there, that area director, division director is responsible for building new clubs? It's even not mentioned every member is responsible. It's not a must type of a role, but anyone can charter a club. Anyone can play the role in the growth of the district clubs. Okay. So we talk about the new clubs and club retention. So what is your strategy for a quality club? I really want to hear from everyone. You can unmute with the help of our IT moderator, or you can put in the chat.
Conducting regular meetings.
Conducting regular meetings, that's your strategy. Okay. For a quality club. And
Innovative themed meetings.
innovative themes meeting, and they're all good ideas. Please keep sharing.
Conducting
Let's
moments
ask
of
you questions. Sorry, who was that?
conducting the
can
moments
see-
of truth.
Conduct moments of truth. Okay.
Yeah, I
These
can
are-
see conduct community service program.
Conduct community service programs. See, when you look at the strategy is how we can have a quality club. It includes from the members, how many members you want, who all to be the members in the club, dual membership, or you don't want to accept dual membership. Do you want to have only specific categories of members, because your club may be a very specific club. You don't want to bring other members into that category. For example, if it is a advanced club, you don't want to bring someone who is at certain level. You may have some kind of a acceptance criteria, right? So you build a strategy that how you want your club to be successful. Now the question comes to everyone. Do you need a club? Why and when? Now here I want to hear everyone. I will take a small half a minute I want to hear from everyone. Do you need a club? And if you need a club, why you need a club and when do you need the club? We're already 10 minutes of our time. So if I'm not hearing any answers, that means you don't need a club. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you made our life easier. We don't want a club. Okay.
No, we want a club because we want new members to get chance to express their experience and get chance to learn more.
Okay, that's a good
What do
answer.
you think?
That's a good answer. I look at it like this. What is your success plan? You are in division, you are in area, right? We say, develop your success plan. District stress on the clubs, on the area and the division, and they also responsible to develop their own success plan as a district. So division and area, you develop the success plan. Do you put this in your plan that I need to grow? How I need to grow? What are my channels of growth? What can make my growth plan successful? What are the objectives? How will I achieve them? It's all part of your success plan, right? So in that success plan, if you refer to the chart given by Toastmaster International, and again, it's available in the district recognition program document. It says, what do you want to achieve? Do you want to achieve a distinguished area or division? Do you want to achieve select distinguished area or division? President distinguished area or division? You cannot be medley distinguished area or division. That is only for the district, right? So we only have 3 options: distinguish, select distinguish, and president distinguish. If your success plan, you specify that I want to achieve only distinguished area or division, your requirements are 50% of club base to be distinguished with no loss of clubs from the base, and 40% for division with no loss of clubs in the division. If that is your plan, you don't need to have a new club. But if your ambitions are that you want to have more success and you want to achieve select distinguish, again, you don't need a new club. That is 50% of the base club, and that's it. And 45% of the club base to be distinguished for division. But if you want to challenge yourself more, you want to go to the next level, which is a president distinguish, then is the time to think of a new club. Again, when I say new club, that means you should not be losing club from the base. If you lost a club from the base, you need to bring a compensation to that loss. Okay, so my formula is, what is the area success plan? If I have an area, I've taken this area from division I, area 35. If I have 3 clubs and my plan is, or the area director says my plan is to achieve distinguished area, it's a time I cannot go beyond this. At least retain that club. That will help you in your growth. At least your growth is not negative. Okay, but you can challenge yourself to become president distinguished, in which, yes, you need to achieve select distinguished requirement minimum plus 1 more club. Same goes with the division. As a division director, you need to sit and prepare your success plan. What do you want to achieve? If in your plan you say, I want to become a president distinguished division, that is the time you have to put the effort of getting the new clubs without loss of a club. Or God forbid, you lost a club, then how you will compensate those clubs. Okay. There's a formula given in the document and you can always take it. Now, sometimes we say 30%, 40%, and we get into rounding figure 5.6. The moment it's 5.6, that means it has to be the next number, which is a 6 clubs. 6.3 means you need to have 7 clubs, right? So that is something you need to know. It is not like 5.6 is I need to get 5 clubs. No, it will be the next number. I recommend everyone, this is especially for area and division directors, there is a training launched in the base camp. It's called Club Building Initiative. They talk a lot about how to build a club, what are the challenges that the TI in general is facing, And they mentioned some statistics over there and a good plan that what needs to be done when you think of developing new clubs. So please pay attention and watch it. It won't take long, maybe 40 minutes, and you get a lot of information from this video. Thanks to TI headquarters. Now, how do we charter a club? It's not a rocket science. It's very simple. There are some requirements. And the requirements are you need to have 20 members. Our question is, do all needs to be new members? The answer is you need to think. Are you chartering a normal club or an advanced club? If it is a normal club, you need to have minimum 17 new members and 3 existing Toastmasters can join, or it can be 20 new members altogether. If it's advanced club, then they need to be existing Toastmaster members. And there's a chartering fees, 125, which needs to be paid once only, lifetime for the club. And the member registration fees is $20. So each member needs to pay $20. If you bring an existing Toastmaster, the 3 members I told you, those members they don't need to pay that $20. It's only for new members and it's once only. They don't need to be paid again. What is repetitive payment is a 6 months subscription, which was $45, and now it has become $60 from this month onwards. And of course, there are a few forms which needs to be filled and sent to new clubs at toastmasters.org so that they can charter the club on the TI dashboard and you can see it. Now, there are a few checklists which you need to know. This checklist is very important when you submit your forms to TI. Make sure that you put tick on each and every form that you have filled the form number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sometimes it happens that we fill the form number 6A, but we do not fill the form 6B. It's very common mistake. We should avoid it. We should send both the forms to TI. Otherwise, it delay the chartering process. Now, before we fill the form, there's something we need to think about or be very careful. Sometimes we don't fill some information in the form, especially area number or division number. What happens is the club, it gets chartered, but it doesn't get aligned to the division and area. Till you write back to TI and inform them which area or division it has to be aligned to. Either the person who has submitted the form or the district director, or the club growth director, one of them need to write to TI about this correction. So better to avoid those mistakes. Make sure you're chartering in the right area. So make sure the area number is filled, division number is filled, of course, district. And if you put division and area correct and put district number wrong, instead of 20, you put 21, then you are doing charity to other district. So form number 1 is basically states you need to fill some basic information, which city or which country you are going to charter the club. And you have to say who is a person working on that process. Is the club president. If you have the president name already identified, it's always good practice to have the club president identified, because in other forms, he has to sign in multiple forms. So if you have the president, it's much easier. If you don't have it at this level, you as a coordinator or whoever is initiating the process needs to fill your name and your contact information. But my recommendation would be identify the entire team and then fill the forms accordingly. It will make the life much easier. And then is a payment information. What important thing you need to know here is if you are the area director or a division director, if you are chartering a club, make sure your credit card number is not used, because TI does not allow that. As if you are an area director and if you fill the form and you put your credit card number, TI validates and come back to you saying, we cannot accept your credit card number because you are the area director and you're chartering the club in your area. They might think that you are doing, just for the sake of getting more clubs, you're using your own credit card and you're funding it yourself. So they don't allow and they verify this. So it's better not to put your own credit card number and let the sponsor or someone else fills the credit card number. And it's very important to highlight what type of club it is. It's a community club or a corporate club or a government club. And accordingly, you fill those forms and the language. I can see the red light. I'll go very quick. And his sponsor and the mentors. A club to be successful is very important that who are the sponsors and mentors for the club, because if you get someone who is close friend of yours just to get a DTM, if you fill their names, if they're not able to contribute in the success of the club, chances are the club will fail. And we don't want a failure of the club once we put all the effort. So make sure experienced mentors are highlighted and experienced sponsors are there so they can help the club grow. It's not a club is there for one term and then close down. And accordingly, the other form, this is called membership form. So you have to add all the members, membership fees is the one-time fees and how many new members are there, how many dual members are there. Like I say, you can have 3 dual members. And if there are transfer members also can be accommodated. Again, it's a payment information, which I explained earlier. The third form is about the membership. So each and every member has to fill this personal information. Whether he's a new member or dual member, you have to specify. If it's a dual member, you have to mention his number and the home club name so that they can identify he's from which club. Then all the officers list to be highlighted and has to be signed, and you have to have everyone's consent because this very clearly mentioned over here, the consent has to be obtained. And the fifth form is again for the information. If you do not put the full information, your club will delay. Even weekly meeting or where you're going to have the meeting, it has to be specified. TI is very strict on this from my experience. Okay. So same form. This is a constitution form. It's basically the first form you have to, president and secretary has to fill and sign. And then here you have to mention what are the rules in the club. If the new member joins, what is the fees? If a member gets transferred into the club, what are the fees? If there's any. If you don't charge anything because you know it's difficult, you can leave it to 0. Okay. So these are the forms. And again, finally, checklist. Make sure once you fill, all the forms are ticked. You have achieved, filled all the forms correctly. Get someone verify the forms before you submit it and make sure it's not 45, it's 60 nowadays, so that you have the right fees collected from the members. So these are the forms which you need to fill. And if you have more questions, you can take questions during the QA sessions, and otherwise also you can always approach and we can guide you and help you more. Thank you, and back to our MC.
Thank you, Toastmaster DTM Khalid Jalal, for sharing dynamic information with us. We really learned a lot from your presentation. Please, all of you, put your hands together and give him hundreds of applause for his efforts. We really learned a lot from your presentation. Now, we have another dynamic presenter with us because as we know, we are already late. We are running late, around 12 minutes. So without delay, I would like to introduce our second presenter, who is our DTAC full organizer or in charge. He is a food quality assurance professional, ISO 9001 and ISO 22000 consultant and auditor, food safety trainer, a well-known personality in District 20, playing role of contest chief judge since 2013 and covered the spectrum of contest, club to district level. His favorite quote, quality is not an act, it is a habit. Please help me to welcome our great trainer, DTM Anil Kumar Revankar. All of you, please welcome DTM Anil.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Hemlata Singh, for that wonderful introduction. A warm good evening to all the dignitaries and the wonderful audience who are here to learn about membership growth. Are you ready? Moderator, please unmute so that we can have some responses, at least in the first 5 minutes.
Yes, we all are ready, and I
We're
would
all
like
ready.
to request from each and everyone, please take your pen, paper, and start writing your questions.
That's great. Thank you, Toastmaster Hemlata. Before we begin, Let me take this opportunity to thank our veteran leader, GTM Khalid Jalal, for that wonderful presentation on club growth. Now we are going to the second part, that is the membership growth. Are you all ready?
Yes.
Right? Okay, so let's begin. First of all, I would like all of you, to answer a few questions that will set the tone for them. Okay. Now, when we hear the word membership growth, what do you really understand? Quick answers, just one at a time.
Getting new members.
Okay, great. What else?
Publicity
Okay.
of Toastmasters. To
Our family is
Okay.
growing.
Oh, that's great.
our new members should
That's
be
true.
aware about our policies, what we are doing, and how they can enhance their qualities after joining us.
Well, that's great. Fine. So we are going to move forward with this 3W and 1H. Humorously, 3 Ys and 1 difficult these days. However, what are the 3 Ws? There are 5, who, what, and one is how.
Did he got disconnected?
Yeah,
You
I
lost
feel
him. You lost him.
this is stuck.
Let's wait for him. Okay, he's here.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, now
Yes,
you are
you are.
audible.
Thank you. Thank you. So we have this terminology, which is membership growth and membership retention. Can somebody tell me what's the difference between these two?
DJ Manuel, do you want to share the screen once again?
Yeah, sure. I'll share that. That's no problem.
Okay. Growth is getting new members.
Mhm.
Retention is retaining the existing members, like without losing them.
Wow. Perfectly said. So we have something called growth and we have something called retention. So today's presentation, I am going to focus on the growth part, and retention part I will cover in short. I will tell you the results of that. Which you feel is more difficult, membership growth or membership retention?
Retention.
Retention.
Hello. Retention is difficult.
Both
Okay,
are
I will give you
difficult.
a
Retention is
number
more
of
difficult.
solutions for that. Both are difficult.
Both are
in
difficult,
times,
retention
both
is
are
more difficult.
But yes, retention is sometimes more difficult, but we have a lot of things we can do for maintaining this retention. But clubs membership growth, I personally feel is more difficult. So let us see how to make it easy. Because in this world, there is nothing called impossible. Everything is possible if you put in the right efforts and if you use the right tools. Okay. And something gets okay. The first thing is, what's the reason for membership growth problem? Why? One thing is very, very simple. The club loses some members. Okay. Therein, you have less number of members in the club. The second reason is to maintain the club health. Now we are going to take up this. Why the club loses the members? There are various reasons. Okay, we'll take up at the later stage. Let's move forward. Who is responsible for this membership growth? Quick answers. Now we are talking about the club level, because club is where the whole action is. It's not in the area, not in the region, not in the district. Is
All
there
club-
anybody who is, yeah, it happens at a club level. So we are going to focus at a club level. So at the club level, who is responsible for membership growth?
All the
Quick
members.
answers. Okay,
All leaders, all leaders.
okay. Specifically,
VP membership.
VP membership.
perfect. Perfect. And one more.
I think Vice President Education is responsible if the member are losing from the club because he may not arrange the quality meeting or require the trainings. So people, members lost the interest and they leave the club.
Yes. So that we are talking about retention. I am talking about a growth. VP membership, perfectly said, the second person who supports it is Vice President Public Relations. And of course, all the members of the club. Okay. This is the prime responsibility. And then we have all club members. We cannot always say that, okay, we can do it permanently. Is it? If you think so, revisit the promise you had taken, the oath for Toastmasters when you entered the club as a member. Okay. Now let's say about the membership strength. We talk about membership strength. We chartered the club. A few minutes ago, our veteran leader, GTF Khalid Chala, already touched upon this. What is the membership requirement for chartering a club? Quick answers.
20.
We have 20. Perfectly said. Okay. For a club in good standing, what is the membership requirement?
8.
Minimum 8.
Perfect. Yes. And to get the credit in DCT, what is the membership required?
3% growth, 3 members.
Okay, let me give the answers. For chartering a club, you require minimum 20. 20 is the requirement, in which you have a flexibility of adding in 3 dual members. Flexibility there. Total 20, right? When you say club in good standing, rightly said one of the audience, it's 8 members. But there's a condition here. In this 8 members, minimum 3 should be from the previous renewal. That's our condition there. And then we go for the distributed credit. Rightly said, it should be minimum 20. Yeah, there is a flexibility here too. If you cannot have 20 members, but if you have a net growth of 5, either new, dual, or reinstated members as of June 30th, you can get distributed credit. I hope this is clear. This is some of the basic things, but sometimes we just tend to lose it out for some reason. So this is talking about the membership strength. Let's move ahead. What is the benefit of membership growth? Quick answers.
Yes, I can see one question came. The rule is changed now. Now base plus 3. Not, it's written now
Is it?
5.
Yeah, I just checked it yesterday, but maybe no issues. You can get it correct. Because I was also confused. I also read it 3, but as per the Toastmaster, the reference which I had taken, it was clearly mentioned 5. So I believe that has to be updated from the TI side. So let's look at it later on. Yes, as of now, let's take it as 3. Moving ahead, what is the benefit of membership growth? Some quick answers. How many members we have right now? We have 26 participants. Can we have some answers from others? Hello?
I think members may be not able to unmute themselves.
Moderator, please help them.
They raise their hands, maybe.
Just raise your hands and we can unmute you if you are not able to.
Yeah. Quickly. Just 1 or 2, so that we have very limited time.
With having 20 members, there is a lot of interaction. People can take roles and it can
Yes.
help improving the quality in the club. We can
You'll
help
have different
the-
ideas.
Yeah.
Different perspectives to look into.
People don't get
Right.
bored. Existing people don't get bored because you have enough people to contribute. Frustration
Perfect,
will not be there
perfect.
in the club.
Perfect. This is some of the benefits. You are rightly said. So first of all, the club functions better when we have a strength of 20 or more members, because the more the merrier, we always say. The second, meeting with a variety and experience. When you have enough members, not just a few members, we have always better experience, because we'll have some seniors, some juniors, and we have a mixture of different experiences. Then we have increased enthusiasm and energy. Now, if you consider 2 clubs, one club with just having 6 or 7 members attending the meetings, or let's say member of a club in good standing with 8 members, and you have another club with 25 members. Enthusiasm and energy, and definitely you have a leadership and collaboration because you have a good number of members participating in the club meetings. In addition to that, definitely a financial resource for the club, because we have more members and recognition of members that sponsors new members who contribute to the club. I'll go in little detail with this. There is a continuous promotion of Toastmasters in the community because we are developing membership. Okay. Now, how do you go ahead with increasing your membership? I would summarize this as marketing. Use the market. The market to I've divided this into 3. The first one is the product, second one is the place, third is the price, and fourth is the promotion. When we take product, what we mean to say product is a club meeting. How effective is a club meeting? That is one of the ways to market a club for the new membership. The second point is the place. Optimal, sometimes we have a location which is a bottleneck in getting good members. The time sometimes is a factor that is not suitable for new members to join, or they find it difficult to attend meetings at that time. So you will not have members joining. So if you have this optimal time as well as location, yes, definitely you can have more members joining. Price factor, very easy to say. It's a very small amount that you are shelling out for the membership, and each and every professional can definitely afford it. And then the last point you have is the promotion in the forms of campaigns, advertisement, and public relations. Let me go a little bit detailed in the promotion part of it. We have our Toastmasters Youth Leadership Program, which can be used to promote membership. We have Speechcraft program, we have open house, and we have advertisement through social media. These are the 4 ways you can promote Toastmasters in society, in the community, and get more membership in that. Now, there are Toastmasters International membership building programs, which will give benefit for the club as well as individuals. And in addition to that, we also have district sponsored programs and awards. Now, what are these? As you are aware of, Smedley Award, which has just begun in August 1st, and it will continue through the September. The next membership building program will be March, which is from May and June. What do you think of that for a member and how to do it? So you can add 5 new jewel or reinstated members in the club. Okay, for each of these awards. And what does the club get? The club will get a ribbon from TI. For individual sponsoring members, if you sponsor 5 members or 10 members or 15 members, you also achieve some award there. For 5 members, you get a blue pen. For 10, you will get a burgundy pen. And if you sponsor 15 or more, you will have a 25% discount on any purchases you are making through Toastmaster International. This is for the person who is sponsoring. Now comes our area, which is something which I wanted to share with you, how to convert prospects into a guest and then into a member. Each and every member of the club can make a list of prospects. Now, who are the prospects? Your friends, neighbors, whoever you meet in your walk of life, in your office, anywhere. So these are your list of prospects. Now, how do you really identify them? It is also very simple. The people who we all know that in today's world, communication and leadership skills, they are a must, apart from having good academic qualification. These are the skills each and every person needs in today's life. So the needs are there. We only have to provide the service. So this is where you come into picture as a brand ambassador of Toastmaster International. Every member of the club. Get the details of the prospects, the basic details like mobile number, email, when they are available, note it down. Invite that prospect to your club meeting. Once you have invited that person to the club, inform your VPN as well as president that yes, I've invited one prospect. The next process takes place in the club, offering the guest a registration book. The person who is invited usually accompanies that person to the meeting and also follow up for the visit. The request or ask the guest whom you are invited for the feedback, and also ensure that he is revisiting your club. Do not offer him membership right there and there, because that's not a good idea, because we need to give him some time to absorb and experience. This is a small chart which I made. This is what it is, like the basic information that you collect from the prospect, and then you invite him as a guest, and then you convert that guest into a name. The references all from Toastmaster International. It's very difficult. Read tension, but it's not really that difficult. First mantra, of the person who doesn't want to continue. What is the reason for it? His exit or why he wants to leave. That will give you answer to your question. The second meeting through the moment of truth, you will get a lot of answers. What needs to be done in your club? That will improve your quality of the meeting. That will also help the members to decide to be member of that particular club. What are the things that are missing? So you need to improve on those points. If you are able to do that, I assure you, there should be no reason other than those which are unavoidable that members will leave your club. No. And now you will be asking me what is unavoidable.
Screen share?
No, screen share, that's over. That's done.
Okay.
That was regarding growth. Now we are talking about that small part, the retention part.
Okay. Apologies.
Yeah. So we got to that. So I was talking about the retention. It's very simple to do it. You just analyze it, your club to the moments of truth. You will get answers to those questions which are linked to loss of membership. Why you are losing members? It's very simple right there. But if you follow the moments of truth, I assure you, your club will be doing its best. And you will not have any scenario of losing any club members. With this, I would like to conclude that in both cases, there is nothing impossible. Everything is possible. We just need to look at it through a proper lens. Follow a meticulous plan. A plan for the club. Everything will be excellent. Thank you very much. I would like to hand over the stage back to our moderator, Toastmaster Hemlata Singh.
Thank you, DTM Anil, for sharing your knowledge and clearing our doubts and giving lots of knowledge with your experience. With this, I would like to say, all of you, please unmute yourself and please give him thunderous applause for sharing this wonderful presentation with us. Now, with this, all are ready to ask question from you both. So, are you ready?
Yes, yes, of course.
Okay, I would like to ask question, which is more important, growth or retention for an organization or club?
Question for
Who
who?
would like to answer this question?
Both
I
can
think-
take it. No issues.
Okay, I would like to say DTM Khalid Jalal.
Yeah, thank you for this question. Now, what is more important, retention or the growth for an organization or a club? Like we already answered this during the discussion when our DTM Anil was talking about it. It's both of them are important, but most important is that we retain. Because no matter if you grow, but on the other side, if you're losing, then there's no growth. The same like if you look at the corporate organization, if they have a headquarter and they have branches, different places, if a branch in one place is not performing well, it's not making profit, or in other words, it's a loss making. So what they do is they cut down the branch, they're short of the branches, but at the same time, they want to expand also. So they'll go to other areas and they'll expand. The same way, if you look at our organization or our entire district, like a corporate, if something is lost, we need to build to recover that. But what are the root causes of the loss? That needs to be identified. Like we talked about the moment of truth. Now, if we can identify the reasons of why we are losing members, why we are losing clubs, why we are losing the interest, why we are losing attendance, if we can identify those, and they're all usually specific to individual club, individual members. If we can identify those, pinpoint those, and work on it, put a strategy, we can increase our retention rate. And if we have the increase in retention rate, then we don't need to worry about adding more clubs or something new. But at the same time, we can add more clubs because you're adding more members. If you have more prospect, if adding to the club, you already have 20 members, we can plan, okay, let's put them in together and charter a new club. So we can work on that way. So I hope I answered the question.
Perfectly said. Perfectly said, DTM Khalid. You just answered my thoughts.
Audience, I would like to know if anyone have questions from our presenter. Do you want to ask anything? Please raise your hand. Yes,
Toastmaster Dinesh.
Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hemlata Singh. And let me thank you to both presenters to bringing so informative workshop, and we gained a lot of knowledge. My question is go to DTM Anil. Not question, it is just a query. Can you more elaborate about that? You told the area director cannot use his or her credit card when they chartering a new club. As I know, most of the area director, they charter the new club for the credit of their DTM. So how he will not use this his or her credit card? Then what is other option?
Can I take that question?
Please.
Yeah, sure.
As per the TI rules, there's a restriction from the TI. They do not allow a district officer to use his credit card to avoid any misuse. So that's why they say, who is a sponsor? A sponsor can use his credit card. Or if you are appointing someone as a club president, you can use his credit card. But if you are the area director and if you yourself are a sponsor, And if you use your credit card, which is under your name, TI does not allow this. It's a policy within TI.
In such case, how he will get a sponsorship credit?
Well, you can ask anyone else who's interested in joining the club, like the club president or the other members within the club. They can share the credit card and you can use it. Now, for example, if no one has a credit card, if it's a corporate club, you can use a corporate credit card. If not, then you can use someone else's credit card and then you can pay them back.
That's fine. He can request to anyone. But my question is how he will get the credit for sponsorship of the club.
No, that is different. Using the credit card for the payment is not linked with your credit, which you get from TI for your work which you have done over towards your DTM. That is when you specify in the form that who are the two sponsors, who are the two mentors. Once the club is started, they get their credits. Both the sponsors and both the mentors get the credits. What I was talking about is when you're chartering the form, when you're chartering the club, you have to fill the form and you provide the credit card information. The credit card information cannot be yours if you are an area director or division director, or even the club growth director or program quality director or the district director. It has to be someone, a third party.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Any other question?
Next question.
Yes, anyone else wants to know? To ask question? Okay, if no one is there, I would like to ask one more question. Do you think the increase in the membership renewal fee affects the membership retention?
No.
Do you want someone specific to answer, or anyone can pick the answer?
Yeah, anyone can.
Okay.
Yeah, Kalaji, you can take it. Please.
Okay, so I see it from a different perspective. Now, if I can afford it, it doesn't make a difference to me paying extra $15. If I have financial commitments, I want to avoid that. Now, that is one of the reasons when we have dual membership in more than 2 clubs or 3 clubs or 4 clubs. Sometimes we have members in 6 clubs. So that adds up a lot. So there we think, oh, why I'm paying for 6 clubs, $15, so 15 into 6. So can I cut down now? So in this process, the dual membership is affecting the clubs. But if it is only 1 club or 2 clubs, that $15 extra, I think it does not affect most of us.
So now next I would like to ask question from DTM Anil. Can I invite members of other clubs to join my club?
Of course.
If they are dual members, is it that much productive and effective?
Yes. I would like to elaborate on that. Why will a member of another club join your club? There must be a very specific reason for it, right? One of the reasons would be that particular club that he wants to join, a particular member. Got some members who are very seasoned, where he can take up a lot of new ideas, he can learn, he can groom himself, he can get a coach, he can get a mentor. That is one of the reasons. One reason could be that particular club is in the vicinity of his residence or his workplace. There must be some specific reason for that person to join another club as a dual member. And he is always welcome. Let me quote an example of Bhavan's Toastmaster Club, which is my charter club. We have at least 6 members who are dual members. And all the 6 members have got a very specific reason why they have gone for dual membership. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, you answered this question.
Yes.
So what do you
Thank
think,
you.
audience? Do you want more questions?
I want to add something here with both of your permissions.
Yes,
If a member comes with an interest and he see a reason of why join the club, there's a specific reason, special area of growth is fine. But we have a concept which I've seen during my term as CGD and even as a division director in the past. I've seen a concept which was unhealthy. And that was what we call at that time, I have learned that terminology at that time, is called paper members. Paper members, paper
Yeah.
clubs.
Yeah.
Those are not healthy things for the club
No.
or for the district.
Totally agree with DTM Khalid. Totally agree with you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster DTM Khalid and DTM Anil. I would like to know if suppose a club act as per our TI rule, club guests should be like at least they have to visits or 3 times that meetings. After 1 or 2 meetings, if they are not visiting, what are the reasons? We can force them to attend at least 3 meetings, then only join.
Okay, let me take that question. Yes, it is a very rare scenario, I have to say. In most of the cases, when a club member invites a guest, the club will definitely take care to ensure they get hold of that guest. They provide him all the information, the assistant to understand Toastmasters and what they can do from that. And I probably believe that there should be a good reason for that guest to convert into them. However, we always insist, please do visit 1 or 2 more clubs to get an idea how the other clubs function, so that you can compare and then you can come back. At the end of the day, it is Toastmasters. We all are Toastmasters. It can be possible that it was your guest, he may join another club if he feels that club has got better advantage for him. But in usual cases, it doesn't happen, but sometimes it can happen. But yes, we have to give that opportunity. And if you follow our right methods or the right approach to the guest, you will not lose any guest. Yeah.
Thank you,
And
DTM
if
Anil.
you would like to add something to that?
Yeah.
I have a personal story to share on this. I'll not mention the person's name. He was actually in the meeting, but right now he's not there, so I don't want to quote his name. I wish he was here, could have dragged him to answer this. The person joined my home club maybe 5 times or 6 times as a guest.
Oh.
And he disappeared. And after one day, he called me while I was in Dubai, and he gave me a call. So I want to join your club. So I told him, you came as a guest for 6 times and then you disappeared. Why do you want to join? The answer he gave me, he says, I was going to all the clubs in the country.
Oh.
And now I've decided to come back to your club. He didn't tell me what he found special in the club, but this is what he told me. And sometimes the guest or the prospect, they go to a different club and see the experience, see what is there for him. If they see something very specific for him, maybe he found very specific because our club was meant to be an IT professionals club and he was an IT person, so he came over there. Someone say free food. So no, it was not free food because we are not offering. But yeah, free food in terms of knowledge, yes.
Yes.
There's a question from Toastmaster Fatma Safa in the chat.
Can you share a story of how a club was rebuilt? That's a free food. That question came from, answer came from Toastmaster Tawfiq.
Okay.
Okay. Next, I would like to know if
But
suppose
DTM Anil, you want to take that question? Rebuilding experience? Can you
Yeah,
share a
rebuilding
story
experience,
can you share a story of how a club was rebuilt?
Yes, that's yeah, why not? Why not? Let me quote an example of my own club, Bhavan's Toastmaster Club. I believe this story was shared a number of times, but today's audience, I feel they are totally new. Bhavan's Toastmaster Club was chartered in 2012 in the month of December. And by the time it was 6 months, the sponsors as well as the mentors found it very difficult to run the show.
We lost your voice, DTM Anil.
I think internet problem. Toastmaster Anil, can you hear us?
Yeah, very clearly.
Okay,
Yeah, I think your
so now
voice
I would
not-
like to ask one more question because time is running short. Can we promote annual payment of fees for club members? Because as we know, like altogether, if we are charging 6 months or 1 year, it will be heavy for someone who cannot pay altogether.
Yes, it's possible. It's very much possible. Now, in our cases, we have seen that we do a payment of 6 months. We just pay for $60 each and total goes to be 120. But there are clubs which are corporate clubs where they can afford to pay for 1 year. And the procedure is also very simple. That's not a very difficult procedure. The VP president or ex the member, they can just write an email to Toastmaster International that I would like to go for an annual renewal. So they will open the site for you.
Okay.
It's possible. Even I learned this very recently. I was also wondering why we cannot pay for the whole year, just like we do for schools, for school fees. See, the school fees, we don't pay monthly or 6 monthly. They take charge for the whole year. So clubs where it is possible to them, if they can afford, why not?
it's a new
Yeah.
information for me as well.
Yeah, it's possible.
Okay, anyone else
Yeah.
wants to ask anything?
No question. I will add one line. Now, the whole presentation, what I had done was at a club level. It does not mean that at the district level, there is no control or they don't have their inputs. They have the area directors, the division directors, the trio. They all are there to support us for membership, right? For membership, maybe the programs, the campaigning, promotions, everything. But why I was specific? Because the action happens at a club level.
True.
And all above club level, they are the supporting, motivational. They play that role. But actual functioning, everything actions is at the club. So it is at the club level that we need to manage all the activities. Okay, it's already read. If there's any other questions, we are always there. Do
One more
contact
question I
us.
would like to ask.
Yeah, sure.
As I can. Can we have two clubs joining hands to organize membership campaigns through open house or any other medium?
Yeah, of course.
can take
There's no actually it's a good idea to join hands and do open houses together, because that's how you can get more audience to your meetings. Because if you are one club, your members can attract, for example, 10 guests. The other club can also bring 5 or 10 guests. The third club can also bring. So if you all join, let's say if you're an area, you have 4 clubs. If each club brings 10 guests in that meeting, so you have 40 audience already. And the biggest challenge which we have, whenever we have open house, most of the time it is existing Toastmasters who attend, then the guest. So if you can join hands together, bring more guests, and then you can divide, okay, which member who has brought and which club they can join. I think this is again a bit critical here. We need to be a bit open with everyone. Okay, if a member has brought by me, a guest brought by me, but he feels he needs to join your club, so I should be, be open to that acceptance. Okay, yeah, fine. As long as you're joining the Toastmasters club, you can join the club. Because if I brought a member or prospect, if he joins, I will also get the credit. Like I said, like if I bring 3 members, I get a pin, 5 members, I get a pin, 10 members, I get a pin. So I can enjoy that. Although he's not joined my club, but we are growing the organization altogether. So that should be our motto. So it is a good idea. Yes.
Thank you. I think I have no questions now. So I would like to say thank you very much, DTM Anil and to DTM Khalid Jalal. Once again, I want to say thank you to all our members who demonstrated great efforts by organizing this wonderful workshop. And we are here and we learned a lot from you people. Please unmute your mics and put your hands together and give thunderous applause to each one of who has attended today's meeting. experience the memorable session. With this, I again say thank you so much for both presenters and all of us. And I would like to give hand over back to our Toastmaster or Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Ritu Roy.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hema. Thank you so much, the workshop presenters. I see new audience as well joining our session. Thank you so much, all of you. Just a quick acknowledgement to the VPE of my club, Toastmaster Aiza, Toastmaster Renosh, Toastmaster Vijay, and so on. Thank you so much for joining and staying with us. Now, I know we all have heard so much from our workshop presenters today. I think all our heads are full with lots of information and knowledge. Let me bring our event chair, Toastmaster Kavita, to please distribute the certificate of appreciation.
Thank you, Master of Ceremonies. Once again, good evening to all. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'm really honored to give the certificate of appreciation, as this is my first event, and it was the workshop was very good. I got to know a lot of points. I will make a note of it for my club, and I will work on it. Thank you so much for that.
You need to pay a fees to us.
Sure. Our divisional director is there. She is responsible for that. I think she will do that.
Coffee only, no food.
Sure. So I would like to dedicate this certificate of appreciation to DTM Khalid Jalal on behalf of Division I workshop on topic club growth. Please accept a token of love.
Thank you very much for this love.
Thank you so much. And next, I want to give this certificate to our DTM Anil Kumar on Division I workshop on topic membership growth. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. I really enjoyed it. And moving on to the next.
Thank you very much.
And the next one, she asked a lot of questions. I hope everyone has clarified with her questions. And thank you, Toastmaster Hemlata Singh. Please accept a token of love.
Now we will do it.
And our head of education. She's been very helpful in many ways to me. So I want to give this certificate of appreciation to her on behalf of Division I. Please accept our token of love to you, Toastmaster Marian Taj. And PR, lot of flyers. Without his support, it won't become that much quickly. So I want to thank him on behalf of Division I. Toastmaster Vikaruddin, please accept our token of love. And head of IT, Toastmaster Tawfiq Kadar, no words to say. IT is always very tough, I see from my husband. So please accept our token of love on behalf of Division I. And my best friend, in DTAC, we became very close, and within a message, immediately she responds and took the job. Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Ritu Roy, please accept our token of love on behalf of Division I. This is the main thing. Actually, this is the first time I'm seeing an interpreter role. Thank you so much, DTM Sahar Alvaradji. Please accept our token of love on behalf of Division I. Thank you so much. Messaging me and helping me in many ways. This is all for me the first time, and these messages are really, thank you so much. And Surgeon Toms, without her, Thank you so much, Toastmaster Fatima Safa. On Division I, please accept our token of love. And my dear husband, please accept my token of love to you, Toastmaster, DTM Rajamanikam, for the timer role on behalf of the edit. Back to you, Master of Ceremonies. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TM Kavita. Well, I think she's already done part of the responsibility for our next person on the stage, who is a chemical engineering student at the University of Bahrain. She is also the Vice President Education in the University Students Toastmasters Club. Let me welcome the Head of Education for today's workshop, Toastmaster Mariam Taj Muhammad, for the word of thanks.
Thank you so much, TM Ritu Roy. Good evening, everyone. It has been such an honor to be a part of this wonderful workshop on behalf of Division I. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our Division I XCOM, Division I Director TM Farida Bai, and our area directors, TM Himlata Singh, Area 32 Director, and Area 33 Director TM Fatma Safa, Area 34 Director TM Mubarak Nas, Area 35 Director TM Wiqaruddin Muhammad, and Assistant PQ TM Kavitha Raja, Assistant CG TM Tawfiq Qadir, Head of PR TM Saiju Sam, Admin Manager TM Shambu Suresh, Finance Manager TM Khaja Muinuddin, Advisor DTM Khalid Jalal, IPDID DTM Roshan Lewis. I sincerely thank our speakers for presenting the enlightening workshops, the Man of the Hour, DTM Anil Kumar for his workshop membership growth, and DTM Khalid Jalal for the workshop club growth. We appreciate you for granting us your valuable time. I would also like to thank the organizing committee, without whom this workshop would not have come together. Thank you to the role takers for handling this workshop throughout. Division I Director, TM Farida Bai, the event chair, TM Kavitha Raja, Head of Education, me, the Head of IT, TM Tawfiq Qadir, Head of PR, TM Wiqaruddin, Sergeant at Arms, TM Fatma Safa, Master of Ceremonies, TM Ritu Roy, Timer, DTM Raja, Interpreter, DTM Sahar Al-Wardaji, TM Nuh Medani, and TM Ayub Asad for translating the flyer in Arabic, and our dear moderator, TM Himlata Singh. A wide round of applause and thanks to all the participants who made this workshop a memorable one. Finally, I would like to thank all of you present here and for taking the time to be with us today and helping us make this workshop a grand success. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Before you all say tata and bye, it's time to formally adjourn the session. Yes, it's Toastmasters, and we do have protocols along the way that we adhere to. So Toastmaster Kavita, please come back to the stage for adjourning this session today.
Once again, very good evening to all. I declare this workshop as adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please,
Okay, and
when we will have a photo.
yes, I was just going to bring that to the next point. All those who are willing to turn on their videos, please do turn on. All those who have already turned on their videos, this does not give you the right to turn them off. We will have a quick photo session to keep this in our memory books. If Toastmaster Asha, Dr. Asha is available, please do come. We see your club banner, we don't see you. DTM Ram Kumar. TM Kavita, please do bring DTM Rajamanikam as well.
Send into the timer screen. Okay.
Screenshot. Nice.
Please be smile. I'm going to take picture.
Next.
Dear Nangalapur. Yes, done.
Thank you.
Thank you, Event Chair. Thank you so much. And with that, it's time to let our breaths out, take a small break, have a quick chit chat, and then say goodbye and good night. This is your Master of Ceremonies, Ritu and Roy, signing off. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Good
Thank
night.
you so much.